On the night of May 29, 1832, a young man sat alone, under a dim light. In front of him were pages, filled with mathematical symbols. He kept writing non-stop, because he knew the next morning they might die. Throughout that night, he tried to write down all of his ideas that would later change mathematics forever. His name was Évariste Galois. Évariste Galois was born in 1811 in France. From a young age, he showed extraordinary intelligence. But unlike the well-behaved kind of genius, Galois was rebellious. He disliked rigid learning, disliked listening passively. He disliked following rules. The only thing that truly fascinated him was mathematics. At just 15 years old, he was already reading advanced mathematical works that even university students struggled to understand. At school, Galois was not highly regarded. Teachers saw him as difficult, undisciplined, unsuitable for the system. But the truth was, the system could not understand him. Galois did not solve problems the usual way. He jumped straight to conclusions. No steps, no explanations, and that made others think. He didn't know what he was doing. Galois dreamed of entering the prestigious École Polytechnique, but he failed the entrance exam. Not once, but twice. Not because he lacked ability, because he refused to follow expected methods. It was a major turning point in his life. While others tried to solve equations, Galois asked a different question. When is an equation solvable? This was a completely new way of thinking. Instead of finding solutions, he studied the structure behind solutions. And from that, an entirely new field was born. Galois theory. A theory that would later become the foundation of modern algebra, cryptography, and computer science. But Galois' life was not only about mathematics. He lived during a time of political unrest in France. He became involved in revolutionary movements. He was arrested, imprisoned, constantly under surveillance. His life grew increasingly chaotic. And then, tragedy struck. Galois was challenged to a duel, a pistol duel. No one knows the exact reason. Perhaps love, perhaps politics. But one thing is certain, Galois knew he might not survive. On the night before the duel, he wrote non-stop. On those pages, he summarized all his work. He wrote, "I have no time." The next morning, Galois stepped into the duel. He was shot and fell. He died at the age of 20. At that moment, no one realized. The world had just lost a genius. Years later, mathematicians began to study his work, and they realized something incredible. He was far ahead of his time. Today, the theories of Évariste Galois form the foundation of modern algebra, cryptography, and computer science. Évariste Galois did not live long, but what he left behind is eternal. A 20-year-old young man, which changed the course of mathematics, and perhaps the most tragic part is not his death, but this: the world did not understand him while he was alive. If you found this story meaningful, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you for watching.